or extra training or reduced working hours or choice of courses for delivery or
No,
favorable
I'm a very normal employee at my institutions, and whatever opportunities are provided for everyone are open for me as well. I'm not given anything extra, anything at par from anybody else. It's very normal whatever is happening with me.
So by normal you say that when you are treated equally with others, that means that constitutes normal behavior.
Yeah.
So
equal.
would you say that others who are being favored, they are treated not normally?
Yes, of course, they're not normal, because the normal policy and procedure that we follow is equal for someone. And if someone is getting better than what I'm not getting, of course, it is abnormal. Okay. Or favoritism, you may call it.
So what do you say? What would you categorize it? That what is most important at workplace?
Equality.
Okay.
Justice.
All right. Have you ever been rewarded and appraised differently based on your individual performance?
If you talk about reward, I mean, there are no material rewards for me, or no appreciation in the kind of, if you call them as certificates or whatever it may be. But appraising, yes, I would say verbal appraisals.
Okay. And in what form?
Nothing really special, just in informal sessions I have been appraised verbally. In simple words, you are doing good, I appreciate, I acknowledge.
So you have been appreciated?
Appreciated.
But
exactly.
informally?
Informal appreciation. But at least they are motivating. I mean, you do not lose your heart.
Okay. Have you ever received additional training or performance management to improve yourself at your workplace?
No. Everything is there for everyone, and anybody can acquire it.
Okay. Do you feel that there is any kind of personal or professional bias from managers or higher authorities towards different members in the same workplace?
If it does not include me, then yes.
How?
Again, as I said, sometimes the managers are more towards the people whom they like. Again, favoritism. If I consider my own department, if I consider my own position, then maybe I'm equal to every other. Of course, I am equal to every other. But again, the best opportunities are given to the chosen ones.
Okay.
And by the best opportunities, I mean the better levels, the better teaching circumstances, they are given to the privileged.
What do you think makes the people the chosen ones? Who are those people?
At this point of my career, sometimes I feel, I have a feeling, sometimes I feel that maybe I do not have much experience. That's why I consider myself that, okay, maybe those ones who are privileged, maybe they have lots of experience or lots of qualifications, which I may not have at this point of time. So there is no point in making complaints, because maybe I'm not up to that level and I need some more practice, some more training, some more experience, some more education to be at that level. And maybe only then I would be able to speak at some point of time in life.
So you consider yourself as not being fully experienced to be a favorable person?
No, I won't say it in that way. I would say that, of course, I had the basic experience which is required by the institution, and that is why I was hired and put in this position. But then again, if any manager compares a person who is 5 years experienced and a person who is 20 years experienced, right? Then there is a bit of a difference, of course.
Okay. Do you feel that there is favoritism exists in your workplace?
Yes, it does.
How? Can you give examples?
I have sometimes felt that if, of course, there are different opinions on this, but I have seen that if something negative happens up, or if some, I would call it a mistake, or I would call it if something wrong happens, few people's mistakes are quite exploited, and few people who commit the same crime, they are just taken to the side. I mean, forgiven.
Okay.
That is one example, because I have seen that personally.
What type of favoritism have you seen at your place?
Listening to some people's opinion and saying that, yes, this is this part of the opinion and this holds true. And the other side, other half of the people who have different opinion might not be, their opinion might not be taken as seriously as the other ones, because it's okay. They're not maybe those favorites. This has been experienced in 2 or 3 projects which we have conducted here at our campus, and it was seen that the opinion of few people really matters, but the opinion of other half does not matter. Whereas again, we all are equal. If half of the people's opinion are important, then the other half is also equally important.
All right. Have you ever been favorably treated by management or administration?
Favorably in what sense? Again, in terms of differentiation?
Any favor, like you have listed yourself that some people's opinion are heard, some people are given more time, some people are given a choice of their levels, teaching levels, or classes, or students maybe. So have you ever, or maybe less teaching hours, so have you ever been treated favorably in this sense by management or administration?
I would consider myself neutral in this.
Okay.
Neither very positive nor very negative.
Okay.
I have been heard. I have been asked for opinions, but it's not necessary that my every opinion holds that worth.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would consider myself neutral in this.
Oh, all right. So you do not consider yourself that any favors have ever been done to you?
Then again, I'm saying that I consider myself neutral, in a neutral position over here. Yes. Sometimes I don't remember at this point, but at some times I have been heard, maybe not listened properly and not applicable to me, but I have been heard, I have not been negated, I am at a neutral position, neither good nor bad.
And do you think that there is discrimination based on gender or caste or creed or ethnicity or religion or sexuality at your workplace? Or nationality maybe?
To me, this depends on from where does the manager come. Because to my understanding, there is always a natural tendency towards the same nationalities.
Okay.
There is. But if a manager does like this, making differentiation on the basis of nationality, then I think the manager needs some rules. So in my case, yes.
My question is that, do you think that there is discrimination based on all of these things at your workplace? Have you ever seen people discriminated against on these bases?
I have seen differentiation, but I do not know that if it is on the basis of caste or creed, but I think on the basis of gender, religion, ethnicity, I don't think so. But yes, on the basis of maybe nationalities, because there is a natural bias towards those people who belong to the same race and color, maybe, or what is the reason? I do not get to this point in detail, because there are people of the same skin but being again negatively differentially treated. So,
okay.
But yes, it is there. This is agreed.
All right. Have you ever been personally affected negatively by any aspect of this type of differential treatment? For example, favoritism or nepotism or wasta or bias or any kind of discriminatory treatment?